Okay, welcome to practice. You can sigh with me if you want to. Just open the floor. Here we are. Making it audible if you want to. And just coming into this space, whatever space it is. Good. So we're going to come to a seat. This can be any seat you want. So you can also sit on your knees if you have a block. Putting a block underneath you can help. You also can lay down with your legs like this. The goal here is to just do whatever posture you feel like, and you can change your mind at any point. Everything I'm saying in class is an offering, and it's an opportunity to check in with yourself and let your body kind of guide the movement. So instead of judging, instead of saying there's a right way or a wrong way, what we're going to do is we're just going to view this practice as an opportunity to explore sensation rather than exploring an external kind of should or should not. So we're exploring sensation, we're exploring breath, we're exploring all of those things. So we'll hop in. So when you find whatever seat you are looking for, whatever seat you come to, bringing your hands to your knees. They can be palms open or palms on your knees. You could also bring one palm to your belly and one to your heart if you want to feel your breath. Finding a comfortable position with your hands. Good, and then we're just going to notice the natural rhythm of your breath here. So we're not controlling it, we're not judging it, we are noticing. Does it feel cool against your nostrils as you inhale? Does it feel warm as you exhale? Good, and where is your breath going naturally? Is it going more into the belly? Into the ribs, into the chest? Where is the natural flow of your breath here? And you might notice that just thinking about the breath like this, it's already started to change. Maybe it's deepening, maybe it's growing shorter. Good, and then I'm gonna offer some deep breaths we can take together. You could also just breathe in your natural rhythm. Offering the breath, inhale through the lower belly, the ribs, all the way up into the chest. And then exhale through the chest, ribs draw in, lower belly draws up and in. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, and exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Good. Paying attention to that wave of breath here, keeping that going on your own time if you choose. Understanding that everything in yoga, everything in life is moving like a wave. We are noticing these sensations, this pain, this discomfort. At the same time, we are easing in. Good. One yoga philosopher says that we need to sit with this discomfort and let it pierce through the heart. So understanding that this pain in the heart is allowing us to access these deeper parts of ourselves. And we are safe as we sit with ourselves in this space. We are safe here in our physical body. keeping this breath. And then if you want to join me, we're gonna exhale pretty loudly here. So we'll inhale, letting that wave rise from the belly, ribs, chest, opening your mouth, exhale. Ah. So allowing it to be audible if you choose. Good, we'll take this again, inhaling through the belly, the ribs, the chest. Ah. Good, another option here. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Option, kind of making it a coming more from the throat. So we can come audible from the belly, we can come from the throat. Take what you need here. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale. Good. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale. Good. I'm gonna keep snapping here just to offer a bit of a beat, because we don't have music behind us here. This is a practice without music. So if you need something to tune your mind into, come back to the snap, keeping that breath going. Good, and know that there is an offering to return to your natural state of breathing and just sit in your body here. That is an offering. Taking this 3-part Krama breath if you're inclined, if you want to, and knowing you can stop at any point. Take a few more moments here. Good. And then as you're ready, on your next natural inhale, creating the arms like a pillar or taking them wide. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms open through the heart. Good. We are letting this love, this piercing in through the chest. Inhale, the arms lift up. Exhale, opening the mouth. Good. Knowing you can close the mouth if you want to. Inhale to lift. Exhale, squeezing the shoulder blades together here. Good. Inhaling here. And exhale, opening through the heart. We'll take one more. Inhaling. Imagining a beam of light streaming from your heart. Let it lift, 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 lift to the top of your mat. And then exhale, hands come back to the legs. Beautiful. We'll make our way into a child's pose. So we're going to take this with our knees wide or our knees touching. So if we take this with our knees touching, this is more of an embryo shape. You can always bring your arms long here. It'll look like this. Or if you want to, you can explore opening the legs wide, reaching the palms forward, and dropping the hips back. Good. Sometimes I like to rock back and forth when I'm in my child's pose, so that's something you can explore as well. Whenever there is stillness in this practice, there doesn't need to be. Your body always has the invitation to move here. Good. So I'm going to take my rock. You can rock or keep it still. Do whatever you want. Good. What is the sensation you're feeling in your hips here? Our hips are beneath our heart. They support us. They offer fluidity. They can offer creativity, openness. Good. And all of this supports the heart, supports the love, and supports you through the piercing of that deeper layer of self here. Good. I invite you to close the eyes if it feels good, knowing you can always have a soft gaze here. Good. Breathing into the hip area here. Again, what is the sensation you're feeling? Can you name it? Sharp, warm, intense. Easy, gentle. What are the names for this sensation? Labeling it here. On your next inhale, let those labels, imagine them streaming from your hips all the way up the line to your heart here. Inhale, feeling those labels, those words lift up. And then on your exhale, sighing them out, breathing into the sensation. And now we are just feeling here. We are just feeling here. Good. And then as you're ready, reaching your palms beneath your shoulders, rocking forward, coming in to a tabletop position here. Good. And then as you're ready in this tabletop, inhale, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the heart, the chin, the gaze. Exhale, curl chin to chest, round through the spine. Good. Inhale to lift the heart up. Again, imagining that stream of light pouring out through the heart. Exhale, grow introverted. Breathe into this shape. This is a very kind of piercing pose, bittersweet pose. So it really forces us to draw in. Good. For me, this one feels more natural, this heart, this lifting, this chin, this chest. Good. And then drawing back into yourself, knowing that this introversion, this piercing, this drawing inward is all a part of the duality of all of the cycles on this earth. Inhaling to lift the heart. Everything exists in duality. This cow would be nothing without this cat. So whichever one feels most natural, just breathe into it here. And I invite you to let your body kind of guide the movement here. Maybe you want to take barrel rolls with the spine. Maybe you want to bend and straighten through the elbows. Maybe you want to move the hips back and forth. Maybe you want to roll out through the neck. You can do this with the eyes closed, the eyes open. Letting this duality move through your body here. Where there is pain, there is pleasure. Where there is piercing, there is love. Understanding that this love comes with boundaries. This piercing is not ignoring our bodies, it's not ignoring our boundaries. This piercing is the duality that we find in the yoga practice. Good. So taking this off the mat, we understand our boundaries are love. Listening to our body is love. And we can sit in this duality here. Good. Letting this move through your body. And then as you're ready, We're gonna inhale, lifting our left arm up to the sky, letting our heart shine here. And then exhale, thread the left hand down, reaching that right palm forward. Beautiful. In yoga, the left side of our body represents activity, energy, fire here. Good. Understanding that we are moving through this duality as we inhale, lifting our left hand up, and exhale, reaching it back down. Inhale, our right hand lifts up, and exhale to thread. Beautiful, reaching our left hand forwards. The right side of our body represents rest, restoration. It's cooling, it's water. Understanding this side of our body complements the left side. All of it is existing in duality. As you're ready, planting your left palm by your face, inhale, extend your right arm up to the sky, and then back down. We're going into puppy pose. So as you're ready, walk your palms forward, keeping your hips right above your knees, dropping your chest. You can bring your chin to the ground, your forehead to the ground. This could also just look like kind of rocked forward. So it can look like this. You can drop it down. This is just a heart opener. So whatever you think connects you to the sensation of your heart and your chest opening. Another option, if puppy is not working for you, is to just squeeze the arms back like we were doing earlier. Lift the heart, lift the chin, lift the chest. And again, just feeling this warmth and imagining this white light in your chest area, right where your heart is, but also expanding across the chest. Understanding that this connects the left and the right sides of our body here, this chest. Understanding the duality exists in our heart, the duality exists in our chest as we rest in this pose. Good, so we'll take some breaths here. Inhaling. And then as you're ready, rocking back up, bringing the hands back under the shoulders. Inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, lift the knees, send the hips up and back. Good. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Understanding you can drop the knees at any point here. Good, and understanding that this down dog is another more active heart opener. So we'll press our heart between our palms and we can bend the knees any amount we need to feel this stretch across the chest. Beautiful. Inhaling here and exhale. Good. We'll rock forwards into a plank on our inhale, and then on our exhale, sweeping back to down dog. Good, so keeping this going in our breath, understanding this duality of a more core activating fiery pose as we rock forwards, and a little bit of a heart opener as we rock back. Understanding that there is no love without fire. There is no love without passion, without drive here. And our core is what drives us forward, what moves, what creates, what adds this fire, this flame. Good, so understanding that this might produce a lot of feelings of discomfort. Good. And understanding this is an offering. So whenever your body calls for knees down, for a child's pose, you could also do all of this with the knees down, rocking forwards and back. Good. So we're still allowing our core to kind of squeeze in as we rock forwards and activate here. And then as we rock back, we open through the heart. So taking whatever variation suits you. Again, we do not approach this choice with judgment. There's information, there's self-study, svadhyaya. In yoga, it's called svadhyaya, self-study. In any variation you choose, you can honor yourself and you can stay curious about your choices here and drop into sensation wherever you are. Good. We'll take this for just a couple more moments. I invite you to close your eyes, allowing us to really reach inward. If that doesn't feel good, soften your gaze, open your eyes. There are many ways to drop inward. Good. Good. And then as you're ready, lifting up and onto our knees here. So if you're in that down dog, just dropping the knees and allowing yourself to roll up. Good. We'll stand up on our knees here. I hope you can still see my face. We'll stand up on our knees here. Tuck your toes. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, breathe out through the mouth, stick out the tongue here. We're going into a lion's breath. Inhale to lift, exhale. Good. I'll do it for you. Inhale, exhale. Yeah, just like that. Inhale, exhale, cactus the arms. Good. Squeeze through the shoulder blades, allowing your heart to lift here. Inhale to reach up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Allowing that throat to growl as we inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And I'm moving my hips down as I lift my heart, sitting on my heels. You can do that too. That was kind of an intuitive movement for me. So allowing these intuitive movements to come in wherever we are here. Good. We'll be here for just a couple more moments. Can you imagine that light all over your chest here? Good. And now maybe dropping the attention to the toes. What happens when we take our attention away from the focus, the quote unquote purpose? The purpose of this pose is heart lifting, but what if we take our attention to our toes? Good. What if we drop away from this expectation for our attention and we let it wander here? What is the sensation we're feeling in our feet? Understanding our body is a unit here. There is unity, there is duality. Where there is heart opening, there is grounding through the feet. Both exist at the same time. Take your attention wherever it wanders. We'll be here for just a couple more moments, moving rhythmically here. Good, and then as you're ready, lifting up here, reaching back. We're gonna stay here, lifting the heart, squeezing the shoulder blades. If you feel like you want to, you can drop your hands to your heels, lift your heart, and drop your chin back for a more traditional Vistasana. I think that's what it's called. I can't really remember. It's a camel. Good. Inhaling here. And then exhale to lift up slowly from your camel. Good. And then sitting on your butt. I'm just checking the time. And then rocking forwards here. So we're going to bring our feet as wide as our mat, hands on the legs, on the knees. Inhale, lifting the heart forwards, and exhale, curling back. So we're doing that cat-cow action again, but you might feel your core in a different way here. Inhale to lift up, and exhale to rock back. Beautiful. So you notice a lot of these poses are rhythmic. That is because our rhythm, I'm not going to snap because we're going at our own pace, but our rhythm here contains duality. In each note we have high resonance, we have low resonance. They all make up the sound. There is duality everywhere we look, everywhere we live, everywhere we inhabit. Good, and as you're ready, bringing your knees closed, bringing your hands to the back of your thighs, roll your shoulders up and back, lifting the legs here. You can also have them on the floor. The goal is we're just activating our core, we're activating a bit of our fire here. And then as you're ready, making your way to your back, whatever that looks like for you, resting with your palms facing up or down. You can have your feet on the ground and your knees bent. You can also extend the legs. If you have a really fat ass like me, you might have to curl your tailbone a little bit to protect your lower back. Letting your lower back sit down. See, because when I extend my legs, my ass just like, but you know, you can't always be like that. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to bring my hands to my body. As you breathe here, visualizing this energy, this light from our tailbone all the way up to our heart. And exhale, letting it rush down, letting our heart start this chi, this light, and let it run all the way down to our tailbone. Taking that visualization if you choose, or just letting your mind wander away here. We'll be here for just a couple moments. Shavasana. If your mind wanders, just let it. There's no wrong way to approach our Shavasana here. If you want to pay attention to the breath, go for it. If you want to let any thoughts rush in, go for it. As you're ready, gently making your way to one of your sides. It doesn't matter which one. We'll just roll into a fetal position here. like to introduce a hum at the end of my practice. It kind of wakes my body up. Keeping this going, and then as you're inclined, as you're ready, pressing yourself back up to a comfortable seat here. Closing our practice. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, bring the palms to heart center. Inhaling here. And exhale. Aham Prema, I am love. Bring the thumbs to the lips. I speak love. Bring the thumbs between the eyes. I think love. Bring the thumbs above the head. I release love. And back to heart center. Aham Prema, I am love. Letting this practice wash over you. Noticing that all of the sensations in this practice just came and went. Came and went. Came and went. The non-attachment in this practice is interesting. Okay, I love you guys. Thanks for practicing.